Mmm. Welcome to Chatty Coffee Crew. All right, super. Well, turns out a lot of people don't really like our format, and that's okay. That is okay. We are all right being the best of the worst. But obviously, we need a little more structure, and that's okay. So let's guide the conversation and the topic. And today we're talking about Doom of the Dark Ages. Okay, sure. So grab your coffees and let's get chatty. So, Doom of the Dark Ages, man. This game, inherently to us doesn't seem like Doom. Does it to yourself? All nuns of you watching? Well, it probably doesn't feel like Doom. You know why it doesn't feel like Doom? Because it seems a little clunky. Right out of the gate, it seems clunky. Something inherently about this one just doesn't seem to deliver the Doom-esque feel, movement, visuals, okay? Even though they're laced and interladen in there, somewhere or another, it just doesn't present itself as a traditional Doom to all of the masses, or the people who choose to play it, which seemingly doesn't look like a bunch of masses. In fact, their player base is probably like this channel. Not a lot there. So, that's just how it goes. But, with right out of the gate, okay, Doom being as clunky as it kind of is, it just doesn't feel like it has everything in it, all right, that a traditional Doom has, even in the rebooted iterations, starting in, 2016, 18, whatever? Whenever it came out, it doesn't matter. The point is that these dudes just inherently have created almost like a reskinned game or iteration of version, okay, of Doom that isn't inherently Doom at its core. Has Doom kind of, overlayings to it and everything, but it just doesn't feel like Doom. It feels clunky. Even trying to switch where it takes place at and things of that nature, Doom itself just doesn't feel like Doom. It's not a traditional endeavor to embark on. Right? Even the rebooted ones, 2016, whatever. Doom Eternal. There's such a more fluid movement to it, seemingly, than what it offers. And Doom Dark Ages just does not present or have that to it. It is clunky. To us, it feels like a Warframe game that is reskinned, okay? Even the cutscenes in Doom, all right, they look like floaty aliens, all right? In the cutscenes, like they're just floating across the floor. That does not scream Demon Hellspawn, all right? We did our little review, as all crappy channels have to, obviously, and even the uncrappy ones, believe it or not. We talked about this stuff. It's just clunky movement, and yeah, it's like you're in some kind of mech suit, all right, right off the gate, and it's not your traditional Doom armor running around. Even when you destroy the enemy types, it's almost like they were some other version or iteration of an enemy, okay, and they're like, hey, let's make this into Doom. Hi, if you're real. Say hi if you are real. Ha! That's not how you spell R, silly goose. Anyhow, yeah. The clunkiness in Doom right out the gate, when you destroy and blow up the bad monster guys, okay? With how the effects are generated, all right, and what it kicks out and all of the, things that you pick up, your ammo pickups and your health pickups and everything like that, it's almost like when they shoot out the top in Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, whatever, when you destroyed them, it seemed like that stuff exploded and went all over the place, right? And it's like, hey, here's your ammo and stuff. You just destroyed this demon, okay? In Doom Dark Ages, you do it, and it's almost like a vertical little spout that shoots up, almost like it's an afterthought, almost like it was another game that got reskinned. Hello, hi, yes. Hello and highs to everybody who wants us to say hello and highs. But if we keep stopping to do that, which don't get us wrong, we love doing hello and hi, we're going to finish our coffee and the episode's going to be over. And you're going to be like, this asshole didn't even talk about Doom the whole time. It's like, well, we stopped to say hi every 30 seconds. But that probably makes for a better show anyway, because no one really cares when we say about it. That doesn't matter. What does matter is that we have commenced with the highs, and now we can commence with the doomages. Well, excellent. We are nice. We aren't that funny. Sometimes we think we are, but if you get involved with anything we do here, pretty much only 1 out of every 18 videos we put out is decent, okay? Now, 1 out of every, 20 will make you laugh, okay? Like once, like a partial chuckle, okay? The rest, you're going to be like, why'd I subscribe to this? And it's like, oh, we didn't tell you to. That's on you and your algorithms, okay? Well, Alan Tudyk. I don't know Alan, but he's probably a nice guy. Yes, well, we prefer to be funny instead of not funny as well. The only thing is that we're neither, except the not funny part. So, we are an extremely nice guy, obviously. Yes, look at all these coffee talks that we are doing. So, that's pretty nice in itself. We like to think we're nice, but everyone has their own things. So as long as you're, doing what you believe you should be doing, all right, and living to the best of your abilities and knowledge and stuff like that, then you're all right. But we can't say that we don't carry around our copy of the Holy Bible, okay? Keep it on a fast draw. You never know when the naysayers will come out of the woodwork and be like, hey, what does it say in Psalms about being nice? I don't know. Let me check it out. I don't know. But we're supposed to be talking about Doom Eternal. Not Eternal, but the Hellspawn that's been going. But I'm enjoying this so much. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah. All right, well, cool. Well, all right. We said that the topic was Doom Eternal, or not. We said it was Doom Dark Ages, but yeah. Fuck that game. Let's just talk about something else. Let's change it so that all ones of the other people that come in, they're like, oh, I want to watch someone talk about Doom Dark Ages is my favorite game. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, let's talk about fucking knives. Everyone got a knife on them? Oh, what the fuck is this show? I don't know. We're just using what was on hand. We were planning on talking about Doom, but obviously Alan something is a resident alien. And he was also in Firefly. That was a show that got canceled, and then they made a movie to finish it or some shit. Because executives at networks don't know what the people want. And let's tie this into Doom. We didn't ask for a new Doom game, okay? We don't know of anyone that asked for a new Doom game. It's almost like a game was created and made. We all love knives! A game was created and made, and they were like, hey, if we call this game Doom, we can sell ones of more copies. It's like, well, it's going to Game Pass anyway. Well, fuck it, call it Doom. Reskin it. So they took it, and these aliens, all right, they inherently float around the floor, man. They're not demon hellspawns. That's the whole point that we're trying to, that's the whole point we're trying to make, is that Doom Dark Ages really inherently just turns into a reskinned some other game, all right? Like we said, to us, it's clunky, feels like Warhammer running around, even the Power Ranger Super Mech. Got something. Oh, we love cutting shit. How about we do a little stabby stab for your amusement and enjoyment? This show's crazy. We do all sorts of crazy shit in this motherfucker. You can tell that went through because it did. Doomy Dark Ages, motherfuckers. All right, a little nuts, a little crazy. That's all right, okay? We don't need to go around stabbing stuff to prove the point that... No, that sounds like work. If we went to work, we'd have to do stuff. We don't even have makeup on to play clown. We do that later. That's the afternoon show. But what isn't the afternoon show is us talking about Doom, Dark Ages, playing like a Warhammer game, okay? Your mech suit clunky. Your take it to the dump. I'm not going to the dump until they open on Saturday. That's silly. Why would we go there today? They're closed. Anyhow, you're clunky. You're running around. It's like a reskin. Even the visuals, man, on the elimination of enemy types and stuff with how the, ammo and health packs and stuff shoot up, it just seems inherently like it's an afterthought. Like it was another game reskinned and then they just added Doom to it. Oh, my bad. In that case, someone needs to take it to the dump. But the point is that now we've lost our thoughts because we were going to stop talking about Doom. So, we'll just sip for a sec and try and regather, recollect, okay? But what it comes down to, now, inherently, is just saying how Doom Dark Ages, like we said, reskin, doesn't feel like Doom, clunky. The Power Rangers mech suit you get in your big mech, it gets repaired by the same thing. You're fighting hundreds of Godzilla monsters, okay, crushing the bridges. It's all been done. It's all been done almost like it was done intentionally and purposely for another game. And then they're like, we need a Doom. It's like, we didn't ask for a Doom. No one we know asked for a Doom. And now they release Doom, and it's not fucking Doom. So, it just kind of goes, yeah, you have a good day. You have a good one. We'll catch you maybe on the next coffee crew chat. Yeah, chatty coffee crew. Yeah. Power Rangers, yes, for the win. Well, if you love Power Rangers, you'll love Doom Dark Ages, because you play pretty much in a Megazord when you go around and fight those big monster guys, okay? It's almost like Zed and Rita Repulsa sent these monsters down, okay, from the fucking moon or wherever their base is. All right, and you got to fight all these Minotaurs. Right? Yeah, a lot of series, absolutely. Yeah. So series. Obviously, we started catching stuff back in the mid to late '80s. So we're a little entranced with your GI Joes and your old school shows along those lines, the Trance of the Formers and things of that nature. So you got. A wide swath and plethora of, series, shows, movies, absolutely, all sorts of stuff across the board. And then, you get to nowadays in series that are coming out, and most of them seem like they kind of suck, or they're just rehashed reversions of, things that have already been done. Look how the movie, industry and even, the game industry just keeps rehashing the same ones over and over and over again. It's like, hey, we've already released Last of Us. We might as well remaster it and release it again and again and again and again. How about part 2? Again. Instead of taking the time, developing, creating, making something new. Same thing with movies. They keep returning to the tried and true and just rehashing them out, redoing them. And sure, better graphics, different actors. But look at Red Dawn and Red Dawn. You got your first one, Patrick Swayze. Sorry, you got your first one with Patrick Swayze, okay? Really good. And you got your second Red Dawn. And it's like, it's okay. It's Red Dawn, but Patrick Swayze's not in it. Or if he is, we don't remember him in it. Oh, we'd remember. Or we wouldn't. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But what does matter is they just keep rehashing the same things over and over and over again, instead of creating something new or different or exciting. So there are series and franchises you can do that with and hit one iteration after another and hit another after another. But when you overdo it too much, look at your Assassin's Creeds, look at your Borderlands, look at your Call of the Duties all right? It's too many at some point. And especially with your Call of Duties is, you got your next fucking Call of Duties that's, listed as coming out and shit, your Black Ops whatever, Black Ops 115. It's part 6, motherfucker. Whatever. Or 7, I don't know. It doesn't even matter. We're not going to get it. We probably won't play it. Because they jacked up Call of Duty so bad with how they changed the gameplay and made it a unfair, unfun, unplayable mess for us, even if they unpatched it out and took it out, okay? Messing with time to kill, letting certain players be super soldiers so that they don't get blasted or whatever, okay? That inherently is not fun, all right? If someone gets plunked, they need to get plunked, all right? Someone shouldn't be allowed to continue playing and running because they're a worse player, all right? Someone shouldn't be punished and not get a, kill in the game because they're shooting at someone who sucks and shouldn't be running around in the open with their head wide open, okay? They take all these franchises, all these games and stuff like that, and they just keep iteration after iteration after iteration. But Call of Duty already jacked their stuff up. Borderlands we don't give a shit about. And this Doom game that came out, we didn't ask for as well. Now, we'd be all about playing a Doom game, but like we said, this Doom Dark Ages, it's like an entirely reskinned, not Doom game. And for someone who grew up, in essence, playing the original Doom from way back in the day, when 2016 Doom rolled out, that was a nice little nod. That was a nice little nod to the form and fashion of traditional Doom with the pickups and the things of that nature, and they innovated it and they made it something else. Now, yes, it was a return to a series and a franchise that had been something in the works for a good while, but they did well. The thing is, though, is that they did well, and then they did pretty well follow up to that with the Eternal, and it's like, well, it's been a while, might as well Doom this shit up, but let's not develop an entire Doom game, let's just report over and take over this guy Bob's game that he's been working on. Hey, Bob, give me that fucking alien invasion game you've been doing. We're gonna reskin that bitch and make it Doom. That's what they did. And it doesn't seem like Doom. It doesn't play like Doom. And for us, believe you me, it's not Doom. But what is doomed is pretty much the rest of our coffee. Because as we sit here, super chatty as we are, the Chatty Coffee crew, this shit's getting cold. So we're going to polish this off, swill it down, and we'll have to catch everyone else on another time. So if you want to leave before us, go ahead. Get on out of here. Now's your time. There's better stuff out there to watch. But because you watch this, everything is better. So, there you go. That's how it works. Watch crap. Everything else is better. So, fantastic. Well, that was great. Except for the fact my coffee got cold. That's it. Go play Doom Dark Ages, or don't in this case. I know we probably won't be, but we're still going through some Expedition 33. That's some good fun. So there's plenty of stuff out there. You know what else is out there? Other stuff to watch. We gotta go. Have a good one, you probably didn't. We'll catch you next time. Probably won't.